Welcome back to Shelf Centered. Appreciate you stopping by. I just thought I'd jump into another. We were talking about my embarrassments this last week, so why not make another one? Kind of related, not really, I guess, but that was my currently reading. This is the opposite of that, in that I wanted to talk about the series that I have, the books that I own by authors. I haven't even read one book by, but yet I own two, three plus. What is it? Seven or eight in some circumstances. Anyway, does anyone else do this? Am I the only one? You know, I inherently trust people that I talk to online and the reviewers and the booktubers that I come into contact with. And so if I see a good deal at the library sale or wherever, I'm going to be gobbling it up. What can I say? I mean, it's $1 or $2. Like, I mean, you almost have to do it, right? So anyway, I've got a number that I just have never actually read. I've like tried to and then just gotten sidetracked going, wait, I've got 40 series. Let's jump to them. So anyway, let's jump into the first one. I'm sorry, I started saying jump into as a joke, and I feel like it's become what I say now. So anyway, that's what I say now. First one, Death's Head. This one, just three. We're starting very, very low on here. Death's Head by David Gunn, which I think is a pen name. There's on my old blog, there was a post, not by me, by my fellow blog contributor Alec, who talked about, actually there's even an interview there. He's a mysterious guy. He or she or they or them. I have no idea. Because it's a, well, formerly KJ Parker situation, which we'll get to. We're getting there. But anyway, it's gotten a lot of popularity on the blog, and so it made me go, okay, I better pick this up. And then there were two more. And so what's the guy going to do? All right, let's see. Speaking of which, my transition there. KJ Parker, I actually have not actually read. I attempted, I read the first line of this one is so good, and I've even quoted it multiple times now. Devices and Desires. I own, if you see in some of my videos at my office, there's a couple I brought there. I've got a couple on Kindle. I don't have any on Audible. There's not really a whole big KJ Parker selection on audiobook. But anyway, heard KJ Parker's good, and here we are with a ton of KJ Parker books and me not having read a thing. I have like the folding knife. I have what's the other one? The kind of the group. What is it, like the Survivors or something? I don't know. Magic of editing. All right. This is one. I only have one that I could find. I think I have them boxed up, and that'll be another theme. So Robert McCammon. I have some boxed up. I've got the Speaks the Nightbird. A couple of those books boxed up. I've got the 5. This one was a review copy that I received ages ago, thanks Tor, but I'd never read. That's also a very big theme. There's only so much time in the day, but I still want to. It's still on my list. I have on Kindle, I've got Swan Song, Boy's Life, what else? Fall of Usher, something like that. I wouldn't know very well because I just own his books. I don't actually read them apparently. But I would like to. I heard Swan Song. Swan Song is like The Stand. Boy's Life is like, what is it? King's other book, the Body, the novella. Anyway, so which is a good one. I've read the King one. Need to read McCammon. He's one of those that just horror, fantasy, kind of like King does, and I need to read more. Here's another in boxes. Speaking of boxes. Eric Brown is one. I actually have this whole trilogy, but for some reason the first book in this trilogy survived the culling into boxes. They're just in boxes in the attic, so they're a pain, and I'm lazy, okay? And another one, I think this isn't standalone, but also has sequels. I've got the rest of this trilogy. I've got, what is it, like Satan's Reach, and there's another one in that kind of Devil's Nebula. That might actually be it. I've got those two books as well. But anyway, wanted to start here. These are the big ones. Eric Brown's supposed to be really good, and good sci-fi guy. Just own a bunch of his books and haven't read them. They just sit there. All right, now we're getting to some bigger ones that I own and have not read. All right, here's one that I've heard a lot of great things about and just keep collecting and then have not actually read. And I think it might just be because they're thick boys. They are thick boys. They get a good slapping. Daniel Green, anyone? Sorry, I don't just slap for no reason. This is the House, the Hidden City, the House War series. I've actually got only, so this isn't a matter of boxed up. This is a matter of I only have these two, and my daughters love this one. By the way, they just love this book. If any of my books that I will find throughout the house randomly, it will be this one, and I love it. And then I've got, knowing that these are in the same world and kind of start off the series, the Hunter's Oath and Hunter's Death duology. Anyway, Michelle West, or Michelle Segarra West, as she's known. I think I even have a box, actually now that I think of it, I have a boxed up book, The Cast in Shadows, I think it's called, one of the Inner Cast series. That's an urban fantasy. Again, I've heard very good things by her, or about her. All right, these are ones. Oh, I didn't even grab the first one that I do have that I featured in another. Maybe nope, did not keep it down here. So, this would be Fritz Leiber, the skadoosh, as Jack Black would say. I got a bunch of them. Have not read. I attempted to read the first one, and the first one is like they're not actually together, and I just had a hard time getting into it, but I didn't give it a chance. I'll be honest. I got sidetracked, moved on. But these are George R. R. Martin's favorite, kind of that he loves so much. I have clearly picked some of these up from library sales and whatnot, but maybe one day they'll get a good showing. But these are all the Swords Against Wizardry, Swords Against Death. They're great. These look so good. So, another, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 7. That is a lot. Okay, but this one takes the cake. For some reason, I have been gathering these and never once actually reading them. Holy cow. So, we've got, did I show you? Stephen R. Donaldson. These are supposed to be the classics, along with it's Lord of the Rings, then there came the Shannara, then we've got Lord Fowl's Bane and the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, the Unbeliever. So I literally have those two trilogies. Yeah, of course I do. I have I don't even know what volume of the last Chronicles of Thomas Covenant this one is. But of course I own it. Oh, The Runes of the Earth is the first one, then Fatal Revenant. So I have the third book in the final Thomas Covenant, The Unbeliever. I have problems. And I literally just did this to the book, if you could see. Gosh, man, as I was pulling it out for this video, because I'm a genius. And I also own this one. They are boxed up. There's 4 more in the series that are boxed up, but the real story, this one's the... do we get any... Oh, man, the books have these cool... maybe not. Nope. Have these cool paintings on them. Nope, nothing in there. But anyway, these are supposed to be good. Sci-fi. And... what is that? So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 12. I didn't come here to count today. I think 12. 12. Come on, it's Saturday. I'm not. So those are my continuing shame. I need to read them. And New and Shiny keeps coming up, or a reread of something, or whatever it may be. That's what I keep doing. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Anyone else own just like a bunch of books that they've just been recommended, and because you are a bibliophile like myself, you got because you found it, and you know a good deal's a good deal. What am I saying? What am I going to say? Of course, I'm buying it. So let me know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much. We'll see you later.